Getting a call or letter from DCM Services can be confusing and stressful, especially if you don't recognize the name. DCM Services is a debt collection agency that specializes in collecting debts from the estates of deceased individuals. In this video, we'll break down who DCM Services is, why they might be contacting you, and what steps you should take if they do. Stick around to learn how to protect your rights and handle the situation confidently. Okay, let's start by explaining what DCM Services is. DCM Services is a third-party debt collection agency based in Minnesota. They work with healthcare companies, retailers, telecom providers, and auto lenders to collect unpaid debts. DCM Services is unique in that it focuses on debts tied to estates, meaning they often reach out to families after someone passes away. Why is DCM Services contacting you? If DCM Services reaches out, it's often because they believe a recently deceased relative had outstanding debts. Their goal is typically to obtain the contact information for the estate's personal representative. If you're not the personal representative, a spouse, or the parent of a deceased minor, they're only allowed to contact you once to ask for this information, and they can't share any details about the debt itself. If you're the estate's personal representative, DCM Services may ask you to settle debts using estate funds. But remember, most people aren't personally responsible for paying these debts unless they've co-signed them. Now, let's talk about what to do if DCM Services contacts you. First, make sure you understand your role and obligations. If you're the personal representative for the estate, you may need to address legitimate debts using estate funds. But there are laws about how payments from the estate should be made, so it's usually best to get legal advice before taking any action. Next, if you need more information about the debt, you can ask DCM Services to send a validation letter, which should include details about the debt account. Finally, don't rush. Take the time you need to review the information from DCM Services and get the legal help you need. Many people contacted by DCM Services wonder if they're a legit company. The answer is yes. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, but like any debt collector, they have faced complaints, including repeated calls or attempts to collect debts that were invalid or already settled. This is why it's a good idea to verify any claims they make before taking action. It's also important to know your rights when it comes to the debt collection process. Under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, debt collectors can't harass, mislead, or pressure you to pay debts that you're not responsible for. If you feel your rights are being violated, you can file a complaint with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. If you need more help navigating debt-related issues, check out the free tools and resources from Upsolve linked in the description below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more tips on handling debt and protecting your finances.